In this podcast episode, the host interviews Matias De Stefano, who is known for his ability to remember past lives and open his energy body to receive information and guidance from the network and specific beings. Matias begins by discussing the importance of the sacred calendar and how it is aligned with the cosmos. He explains that the calendar is not just a way to count days, but it also allows us to manifest reality. He emphasizes that time is the key to seeing matter, and organizing time is essential for manifesting matter. Matias explains that the sacred calendar originated when humans started walking on the horizon around 3 million years ago. They used the position of the sun, moon, and stars to navigate and understand the cycles of time. Different regions and cultures had their own calendars based on the position of the stars and the sun, and the calendar was essential for organizing life and rituals. Matias points out that the modern world has lost its connection to the sacred calendar. He criticizes the use of the Gregorian calendar, which was designed for tax purposes by the Roman Empire. He explains that the calendar is not suitable for all regions and latitudes, and each region should have its own calendar based on the position of the stars and the sun. The disconnection from the sacred calendar has led to a loss of power and disempowerment. The podcast emphasizes the importance of reclaiming the sacred calendar and paying attention to the real use of time. It is suggested that reclaiming holidays and sacred time can help people regain their power and take it back from the empire. The discussion highlights the need to reconnect with the natural cycles of time and reclaim rituals and ceremonies that have been lost or commodified. Matias explains that ceremonies were originally about sharing food and celebrating the cycles of life. He emphasizes that the power of rituals and ceremonies comes from the collective energy of people coming together. The discussion touches on the history of rituals and how they have been manipulated and controlled by those in power. It is suggested that reclaiming rituals and ceremonies can help people regain their power and connection to the natural cycles of time. The podcast also discusses the impact of empire on food and nutrition. It is pointed out that corporations like Monsanto have taken control of seeds and agriculture, leading to a loss of power for farmers and a degradation of the food supply. The discussion highlights the importance of vital life force energy in food and the need to move away from a reductionist approach to nutrition. The vital life force energy of plants and the hands that cultivate them is emphasized as an essential aspect of food and nutrition. The conversation then delves into the concept of stars and food, highlighting the interconnectedness of plants with the light of the sun and the cycles of the moon. Matias explains that when plants grow, they incorporate the information from the light of the stars, and consuming them means consuming the energy of the sun. He also discusses the practice of nourishing seeds with saliva to incorporate one's DNA into the plant, creating personalized medicine. Matias emphasizes the importance of alchemy in food and the need to consider the purpose and intention behind what we consume. The discussion then shifts to the intersection of spirituality and science, with Matias explaining the concept of alchemy and its role in transforming energy into matter. He emphasizes the need to integrate spirituality and science to understand the purpose of the whole. Matias also discusses the power of rituals and ceremonies, citing examples of how specific movements and patterns can create powerful energetic shifts. He highlights the importance of intention and purpose in creating rituals and ceremonies, as well as the role of attitude towards food in affecting the body's response. Matias and the host then discuss the power of tears and saliva in creating alchemy, emphasizing the unique composition of tears and their potential for healing. They also touch upon the concept of breath work and its potential to evoke emotional responses, leading to the release of tears. Matias encourages the practice of drinking one's own tears and incorporating saliva into seeds to create personalized medicine. The conversation then delves into the concept of manifestation practices, with Matias introducing the law of three. He explains that manifestation requires the presence of three aspects: the positive, negative, and neutral. These aspects represent the masculine, feminine, and neutral energies, which when combined, create an electromagnetical field. Matias emphasizes the need for coherence in the law of manifestation and the importance of aligning thoughts, feelings, and actions to manifest intentions. He also discusses the significance of the trinity of coherence, which includes thinking, feeling, and doing, as well as receiving, giving, and intending. The conversation then shifts to the topic of manifestation and channeling. Matias explains that we are all channels, constantly receiving information from the fifth dimension. He cautions against becoming too attached to the information we receive, as it is simply an interpretation of the truth through our own channel. He also warns against allowing channeling to inflate our ego or induce fear, as these are signs of potentially negative or manipulative energies. The host shares his own experience with channeling and the importance of discernment in receiving information. He emphasizes the power of intention and manifestation, as well as the need to be mindful of the energies and beings we allow to channel through us. He also discusses the potential for manipulation and the importance of staying neutral and balanced in our channeling experiences. Matias discusses the concept of the twin flame, which involves the relationship between the positive and negative aspects of ourselves. He explains that by finding balance within ourselves, we can then channel that balance to others. He also discusses the potential for multiplying channeling experiences, creating a network of information and energy that extends beyond ourselves and into other dimensions.